If you have to put fractions and decimals in the correct order, say from smallest up to biggest, without a calculator, you could always do it by converting everything into money. Now, some of them, they already look like money. This one here just looks like 9 cents. So right away we could see, okay, this value is pretty small so far. It's probably going to be on the left side of the answers here. Okay, next, 0.8. Go ahead and look at the other decimal. This is the same thing as 0.80 or 80 cents, so much bigger this time. But let's make sure that just these two are in the correct order in the answers from smallest to biggest. But right away with the first one, it goes from 80 cents down to 9 cents. The thing on the right side is not bigger, so the first one, it's not correct there. And the second one, it does the same thing. It puts 9 cents to the right of 80 cents. That's no good either. Okay, but the last two, they do have them in the correct order. Like we thought, 9 cents starts it off, 80 cents later on down the road. Okay, let's move to the 1/2. Now, all of these are in relation to $1. So half a dollar, that's the same thing as 50 cents. Let's make sure this one is right in between both of these. So 9 cents, 50 cents, 80 cents. But the third one, that actually messes it up again. They're really butchering this here. This is 80 cents down to 50 cents. The biggest thing, not on the right side. So C, that's no good either. And now we know for sure D, that's the correct option. We go from 9 cents up to 50 cents, up to 80 cents. This is the only answer that had these in the correct order. So this is definitely the right one. And even if you don't know what one of the fractions is, like 3/5, sometimes you can get lucky. Count your chickens before they hatch here. Okay, but what if we need to know what 3/5 is as a decimal? Let's go ahead and practice one like that. Between which decimals should 3/7 be placed on the number line? So should it go between 0.3 and 0.4, 0.4 and 0.5, and so on? Basically, we're just going to convert this fraction into a decimal. Then we'll find out exactly how much money this is. But to do that, just think of a fraction as division. It's going to be top number divided by the bottom number, or 3 divided by 7 here. Now, we're going to form this into long division. Whatever is the thing on the bottom, or what you're dividing by, is going to go on the outside, up front right there. Okay, so 7 on the outside, 3 on the inside. Might have been a while since you've done these, so we'll go step by step. If you've got 7 eggs, you want to put them into 3 spots. They don't fit. Therefore, it goes 0 times. In other words, when the bigger number is on the outside, smaller on the inside, it's always going to start with a 0. Next, you're going to convert 3. That's the same thing as 3.0. Bring up the decimal, and this allows us to keep going. Because now it's how many times does 7 go into 30? Well, that's going to go 4 times, because 4 times 7, that gets 28. We want to get as close as possible to 30 while still being underneath it. Okay, then you're going to subtract. 30 minus 28, that gives us 2. But to keep going, just go ahead and add another 0 and drop that guy down. So now, how many times can 7 go into 20? Well, 7 times 3 would give us 21, but we want to go underneath it. So we'll do 7 times 2. And 2 times 7, that'll get us 14. Once again, go ahead and subtract these. 20 minus 14, we get 6. Now we can keep going here, but we're actually done because we just found out that 3 divided by 7, or that fraction, became 42 cents. And that fits perfectly between 40 cents and 50 cents on a number line. So B, this is the correct option here. So you can always use long division to convert a fraction into a decimal, find out how much money it is, then between which 2 other values it would fall between. So that's all we were doing for this guy. Let's look at one more where we tie all these together here. Once again, we're putting these in order from smallest up to biggest. Well, we've got our 8 cents here. Then we could rewrite this 0.7, same thing as 70 cents. Alrighty, let's see if any of these are messed up. Well, the middle two go from 70 cents down to 8 cents. Again, they mess this up. They don't go from smaller to bigger. So B and C, we'll get rid of those guys. But the other two, 8 cents up to 70 cents, those are looking good. Okay, next we'll look at our fraction. Now, 3 over 4. Whenever you have a divided by 4, think of it as $1. $1 divided by 4, that would give you 4 quarters. And we have 3 of them. So 3 quarters, same thing as 75 cents, or 0.75. Let's see if they put this in the right spot. The first one goes 70 cents, 75 cents, so the first one's actually good. And same with the last one, because that one goes 70 cents, 75. So both of these could be an option. We actually have to find out what 4/5 is. Let's go ahead and convert this fraction into a decimal. We'll go ahead and use long division. So 4 divided by 5, whatever's on the bottom is going to go on the outside. 5 on the outside, 4 on the inside. Okay, how many times can 5 eggs go into 4 spots? They can't, it's too many. So 0 to start. 4, same thing as 4.0, and bring up the decimal. Next, how many times can 5 go into 40? Well, you can just count on your hands, but that's going to go exactly 8 times. And 8 times 5, that'll become 40. Subtract these, we don't get a remainder here. When you don't have a remainder left over, you're done. And we know 0.8, that's the same thing as 80 cents. And now we can see 80 cents, it's the biggest of the ones we have so far. It should go at the end here. So A, this one is the correct option. We go 8 cents, then 70 cents, 75 cents, and finally 80 cents. But the last one, that went from 80 cents down to 75. So we know that one's no good. So if you're feeling confident with these, feel free to go ahead and start practicing on my website. Otherwise, if you want to see one more example, go ahead and stick around to find what 1/8 becomes. I know it's pretty tempting, isn't it? Let's set up our long division, and then 1 divided by 8. 8's on the bottom, so that'll go on the outside, and 1 on the inside. 8 into 1 goes 0 times. Make the 1 1.0. Bring up the decimal, and keep going. How many times can 8 go into 10? Just once, so put 1 there. Then 1 times 8, that just leaves us 8. Go ahead and subtract these two. 10 minus 8, that leaves us with 2 now. And bring down another 0. So turn that 2 into a 20. Finally, 8 goes into 20 2 times without going over. 2 times 8, that'll be 16. Subtract 1 last time. 20 minus 16, remainder 4. But we've got it. We've got 12 cents. So 1/8 is the same thing as 12 cents. And that fits snugly right in here. We've got 8 cents, 12 cents, 70 cents. Fits with all the rest of them, and we're good to go. So click here if you want to try some practice problems just like these ones, putting fractions, decimals in order without a calculator. And here's a video with 12 common no calculator questions to see some other types as well. Let me know what questions you have, what else you want me to cover. Good luck, you got these. We'll see you in the next video. Toodles.